I just wanted to make sure everybody knows anger is not the issue. My anger is not the issue. Your apathy is the issue. If you're gonna pretend like you give a shit about something, at least learn how to pretend. I see through you, Salinas belly post Acute. And mean girls, you know who you are. Everyone will know who you are. Just because you don't know how to read an email. And that's not a threat. It will all be after I'm dead, so don't worry. I won't be doing anything. It's all your actions. Cause and effect. If you're gonna do things that hurt other people, including ending their lives early, Salinas Valley Post Acute is contributing to my early demise, as well as leaving me suffering, as well as going and calling the police when I'm saying I need help with some pain. And then they try to act like I'm just after drugs. Excuse me, I just spent 8 years not taking any drugs, while all these people, they don't seem to be keeping off of them at all. And I mean people who work here. I'm more fucking like straight edge than they are. I'm just kidding, I'm not straight edge, but I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm really not fucking doing anything wrong. I think it's appropriate when you're dying to not have to die painfully, but they don't think so. So maybe you guys can let them know how you feel. Dr. Matthew Joel Auerbach has decided that it's okay to ignore me for 1.5 years without getting to know anything, so he just ignores me fully. And then everybody else ignores me, but everybody else doesn't have the balls to fucking tell him what's going on. It hurts me to breathe. I feel the end coming, so what do I do now since nobody's gonna do anything? Nobody's paying attention, so I get to just feel myself suffocate and feel the fact that my lungs are like completely dead. Anyway, so their way of dealing with it was to not order my records at all. So Melly, you have some explaining to do. You are full of excuses, lady. You're fucking working in medical records. You're full of excuses and you are on my shit list. I'll be nice to you, but you literally just waited 3 months and didn't let me see my records when I need to see them to know what to do next. I'm gonna fight until the very last day and you're never gonna fucking forget it. But please remember, this is not about me. This is about every person here who can't say a word. The people who fall off their bed and everybody walks right by and ignores it. Or about the fake fucks who sit with you and pray and then go protect a murderer. Or about the people who work here who are okay with the fact that there's a conflict of interest and that gang members get care better than I do. So please be proud of the fact that you let a man bully me and you knowingly knew he was bullying me. You let Taylor stay here and threaten me. And then you empower all of these people who already have abuse. And you're also abusing your power, Ashley. You know, what I think is that you have so little actual power in your life that you're supposed to dump on me. I think maybe you didn't realize that there are people out there that don't like you, and there are a lot of people here that don't like you. People who you've almost killed. Not you in particular, but you're definitely contributing. And you're in the top 10 for me. Because you tell my nurse to ignore me while I'm dying, then you're my enemy. Like I told you, anyone who goes against my medical care is my fucking enemy. And that's how it is. We're in the natural world too. We're still fucking animals. We're still surviving. And since you don't understand what survival is like, because you get to leave here and this situation leaves you. So when I talk to you about it 9 months later and you give me a fucking attitude, like when Marky tried to tell me I'm holding a grudge. No, bitch. My fucking lungs are dying. What you're doing is not fucking doing your job. Please also make sure that Marky Cheatham, the infection control nurse, please make sure that you do an article about what she did wrong. Lyme Disease Association, Project Lyme, Generation Lyme, Bay Area Lyme, Tick-borne illness, all those groups, the Tick Chicks, any of you guys, I'm sorry, I know I'm missing a bunch. You all need to speak about this. This is an issue, and being one of the first people with Lyme disease to die in a nursing home this way that is known about it, that has been vocal, I will accept that people are going to treat me like shit. I know I'm going to get targeted, especially with something like Lyme disease, but these people have no right to refused to give me hospice after 8 fucking years. 8 years and 5 years my lungs have been collapsed. So what you did is so much worse than anything I could have ever done. Saying a bad word. You know what? The fact that you guys can only think about yourselves and your feelings when I'm suffering and begging you for help and telling you I'm scared of suffocating. Does that not occur to you that means I'm dying? Yes, and you refusing to answer any of the nurses' calls is only contributing to my death. You've stolen any opportunity at treatment that would make me live longer. You've stolen any opportunity for a transplant, yet you want to bitch and moan at me for swearing? Hey, until you make it so I'm not your prisoner, then you can complain. And once you actually try to do something other than the very basic nothing that you do, you have to understand, if I'm working harder than you are, I have no fucking problem calling you out. You're healthy. I have fucking collapsed lungs and I'm still sitting here working, so I'm not seeing why you can't put the same amount of effort in that I can when you're getting paid and I'm getting fucking abused and I pay you. So get your perspective together. I would really think about what you're doing. I think maybe if you're smart, you should quit if you work here. I think it would be smart of you. If you are doing stupid things, abusive things, calling the cops on me when it's clearly an issue of the doctors aren't taking care of me, you should be calling Adult Protective Services, and no one will do that, and apparently they don't know what their job is. So anyway, I've warned you. I've tried to help you. I've always tried to do things from the right point of view, but you're letting me die painfully, and the karma is going to be heavy. And I can't even imagine what kind of karma it takes to put through someone through this amount of pain. So, and I feel like I want to do a special mention for Matt for flaking on me so many times. When I told you it was fucking days, I said, I feel like I'm going to die in days, and you flaked on me. So what did you want to do? Would you go play basketball, hang out with your friends, just wasn't feeling well? I understand you're working a lot. Again, don't feel sorry for you. I'm sick and I probably spend just as much time working. But I'm working to get someone to even just listen. Do you understand that not one of your fucking people has ordered my records, and if they have, nobody can see them? I wonder why I'm not getting hospice. You're preventing it. You're all preventing it by making me sit around for months and not answering questions. So at this point, before, I didn't want you to get in trouble. I was trying to prevent it, trying to educate you. Now, fuck it. Take them down. Reggie for jail. Terrence for jail. Lakeisha for jail. Alma for jail. You don't think it affected me when you put a fucking gang member that fucked someone who lied about me in as president? Genius. And I've been doing everything for so long. I still give you projects. Do you ever tell me when they're going to be done? No. Because you're selfish. And you're an opportunist, and you use these people. You don't really care about them. Because if you really cared about people during COVID, when shit hit the fan and I helped your ass, you would have fucking not abandoned me and fucking then given the presidency to someone who just doesn't even have a fucking brain. All he cares about is getting his dick wet and fucking getting fucked up, allegedly. I've heard these things out of his mouth, or I wouldn't say it. Anyway, but Alma, yes, that's a lot. Also, Travis, the last guy, he should be in trouble. Laura, for bullying me out of situations. You are all terrible, awful people. And I know this. I can hear the things you say when you're working. I hear the way you make fun of families, and so does everybody else. We're not stupid. And you know, a lot of us talk to each other. Hey, we may have trouble talking. We might stutter. We might not talk at all. But we've got better fucking perspective than you do. I bet you the blind people here can see better than you can. You don't take a moment to try to understand what you're actually working in, right, Ashley? Right, Lakeisha? This is just fun time to hang out with Grandpa Pringles, right? He's cool. He was in a gang. Hi, Jeremy. Trust me, he will never respect you. Doesn't matter to me. Here's the thing. When you have confidence in who you are, which I do, I'm just fucking hurting. You end up fucking thinking about things in a different way. You don't have to fucking constantly think about anything. Everything is, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm not going after you. I'm trying to fucking survive or die peacefully, comfortably. And you're literally trying to inflict fucking stress on me on purpose. Sorry I look like shit. This is reality. I'm not gonna fucking come on here and pretend anymore. Salinas Valley Post-Acute murdered me. They stole any chance for me to get a transplant. They stole any chance for me to be comfortable. They obstructed any time any doctor or friend or family member or advocate calls. I am a prisoner at 637 East Romy Lane, Salinas, California, 93901. And Dr. Auerbach is the Nazi captain making sure that I can't get help, so I can't leave. I have not been able to leave this nursing home in 4 years because of the pain. And me dying, I mentioned a year ago, I said all I want is to go to the beach once. And what did they do? They called the cops on me 11 times, clearly. So I wrote to the police and I let them know that they're participating in things that are causing me harm while I'm dying. Stop trying to scare me. Guess what, guys? You're scared of the police, not me. You're the criminals. So if you have a response to the police, I'm not going to have the same response because I don't fucking break the law like you guys do. Unfortunately, you guys have people around you that are also criminals, so you protect each other. But it will all come out. Every single one of you who did things that were unethical, I have brought it up and written it down. This is not going to happen anymore. I am tired of being looked down on. I am tired of dying without anybody caring. I can barely breathe. How much time do you think I have left? The doctor doesn't even think it's important to respond. So Salinas Valley Post-Acute, great job. Thanks, Dr. Khan. You did a great job on my exam. I'm so sorry I was talking and you interrupted me and walked away. I guess I couldn't hear you because I was talking and my ears are blocked, but you decide to ignore everything. But Dr. Khan, all I needed was an exam. And when you told me very clearly, I will help you with hospice, why would you lie to me when you haven't seen anything? Curious, you are going to get in trouble. I would do the right thing now.